All right, today we're making our Daddy-O gluten-free bagels. We are deviating slightly from the prescribed directions on the back, but mostly it's the same, so follow along. So first things first, you will need a gluten-free bagel mix by Daddy-O. You will need 4 egg whites. You're actually going to divide this in half. You're going to put 2 egg whites and 2 egg whites in 2 different containers, as you'll see. You need 2 cups of plain Greek yogurt. From there, you're ready to get started. So, first step is to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Then you will grab a baking sheet and go ahead and tear off some parchment paper, place it onto your baking sheet. Go ahead and also spray this parchment paper. It's actually going to make sure your bagels turn out perfectly. From there, you will grab a large mixing bowl. Go ahead and open your mix and dump that mix into your bowl. Then you will grab a smaller mixing bowl and you're going to go ahead and place 2 of your 4 egg whites into this smaller mixing bowl. From there, you will add your Greek yogurt to the egg container and go ahead and mix that really well together until thoroughly combined. From there, you will take that combined mixture and go ahead and add it to the mix in a larger mixing bowl. From there, you will begin to stir it together until it comes together as dough, and you want to form it into a giant ball, really. Have it at the bottom of your bowl. From there, you will move that to another floured surface. So this is where we're going to deviate slightly from the directions. From here, we're actually just going to go ahead and flatten this dough out on our floured surface, as you see I'm doing here. In the directions on the back of the mix, you'll see that you can also instead roll snakes and pinch them together to form your bagels, but today we're doing it a little bit differently. Once you get your dough nice and flat, as seen here, you will then take 2 different cutters. You can use a large cup or maybe a small bowl like I have here. Then you will also want to grab something else that will cut out your small center hole. I'm using a mixer shaker top, as you can see here, for my small hole. Once the dough is flattened, you're going to begin cutting out the larger pieces of dough and then taking your smaller cutter and cutting out the center pieces and begin putting those on your pan. Once you get all your bagels on your pan, you'll want to take your additional 2 egg whites. If you haven't already put that in another container, go ahead and break those, put those in another small container. Then grab your pastry brush and you'll begin brushing the egg white on top of each of your bagels on your pan. Once this is complete, you can decide how you want to top your bagels. I love everything seasoning. As you can see here, we're going to add a little bit of everything seasoning to a few of these. I also love cheese. As you can see here, I'm going to go ahead and top a few more of these with some delicious shredded cheddar cheese. And then I also love a cinnamon sugar mixture for top of bagels. This is actually how, before I was gluten-free, when I used to eat Panera bagels, if you know, this is really what I consider their top 3 bagels, the cinnamon, the everything, and the cheddar bagels. And so we're remaking those today, as you can see. Once you get all of your bagels completed on your pan, you will then pop them into your oven, your preheated oven. You're going to want to bake them for 18 minutes. Set a timer so you don't forget. Bake these for 18 minutes and then come back and check on these at the 18-minute mark. Once you reach that mark, I like to set my oven to broil for the last 2 minutes and broil these bagels for the remaining 2 minutes. Once you do that, these bagels are going to be perfect. They're going to be nice and golden brown. Go ahead and pop them out. You want to make sure you allow your bagels to fully cool. This is a newbie mistake when it comes to having bagels. If you've ever had a bagel before and you've tried to spread cream cheese on your bagel while it's hot, you know it doesn't work really well. So you want to make sure you let these bagels completely cool. You can smear it with cream cheese. You can eat them just like they are. However you eat these bagels, they are delicious. We love them. I know you're going to love them. We'd love to hear from you down in the comments if you've tried these, what you think.